a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and 1, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. Cortland
Sutton was the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. 3.5 to go, first quarter. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 56 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Stidham going back to the air. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
At the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. In motion goes Patrick. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Stidham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stidham's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Stidham. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Here's Stidham to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now Stidham, off play action. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stidham. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They juked him. Oh, it still won't go down. The Danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stidham. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Stidham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire game. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think the focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not
not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw Stidham. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the round or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Valdez-Scantling. He's got a first and maybe more. And he gets this one down to the 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Pacheco once again. Bulldoze. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Stidham sets to throw on first. And his throw here is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That is caught. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down from the 43. Here's second down at 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 37. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. And the Chiefs are going to get it.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
This started the fourth quarter with a deficit. They had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of a turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might not run the football, but try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Runs through the contact.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. Gets past one man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now it's Stidham.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A 1st down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season was because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now Stidham. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Stidham on 2nd down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Stidham to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. Stidham on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.